Hey there, before the video starts, are you looking to get your account reviewed? If so, it's real simple. All you gotta do is head to the IdleOn toolbox, click on the Data tab, scroll down to Profile Management, go ahead and copy that link provided, and make sure you hit Upload My Profile. Once you see the green check mark, you're good to go. Then just drop by our Discord, The Vault, go ahead and scroll on down to the IdleOn Account Reviews text channel. You can go ahead and drop your link there with a little blurb on what you'd like us to focus on, and we're happy to get to you when we can. And now, enjoy the video. What is up, YouTube? Will39 here. We're back with another IdleOn account review. This one's interesting because we were doing Monket's review last week, and then a cat knocked over an entire can of Coke onto my keyboard, and my keyboard died. So I have half of a review done, and the footage is gone. So we are redoing this one the second time. So that being said, we already know what he's got to work on. So I'm going to dive directly into it. Couple things. More of a speed run. So drop rate Obols is great, but you need to diversify whether or not you're going to be doing exclusively drop rate or skilling, because your Obols are just too all over the place to be considered manageable. So definitely figure out what you're running and stick with it. In terms of prayers, you're not really running anything. You do have the optimal setup doing skilled Dimwit and Zerg. Get this on everybody. Absolutely. PO boxes. Yeah, you've got a tune that's basically completely neglected, so make sure you spend that. In terms of armor, we're going to give you that big overarching goal. You're going to get your Godshard finished up. You need to get Divine Tools in it, or not Divine, Godshard Tools on everybody, and Divine Scarf on everybody. And your Trap Skulls and Splicers sock. Please work on them. My account review made people cry. I'm sure it's not that bad. I'm sure it's not that bad. Let's see. On to account overview. You do need to farm more statue levels. They are fairly low. Your Constellations require some much needed love. You've got a couple you need to finish out, or just the one, finishing your giant leaks. Get that done. Let's see. Next on the list is doing your SuperChows and Chows. Yep. Get all that on your second DB. Yep. Finishing these up, which is great. Next is your Grimoire. I gave you the task of pushing to 5,600 levels. So you're able to get the Skull of Major drop rate, which is fantastic. In Compass, I wanted you to farm out your medallions, because you've still got a fair few floating around, as well as doing your arena chests. Really want to pivot onto this. Last but not least is Tesseract. Tesseract, I gave you a goal of pushing to 2K, so you'll be able to utilize Jewel of the North Winds. In World 1, I believe you were just missing a stamp. Yep, just one stamp, so go ahead and get that. And I want you to push your stamp total to 17K. For your owl bonuses, I want you to push this to at least 50% drop rate. For your World 2 bubbles, I want you to push to a 95% threshold on at least the first 4 pages. For your Rue, which is only at 17%, I want to push you to 20% AFK gains. And on to World 3, where we left off. What is with everybody missing one stab? It happens more often than not. It happens more often than not. So you definitely need to do a reprint of all your prints, which is great. You've got to finish out your Death Note Eclipse Sculling, which is fine. I believe, yep, you got to farm out some Bone Joe Pickle kills on Glunko. And I believe we left off on your TD, which was really, really bad. Yes. Prayers. Prayers look fine. Traps, you're running just a traps collection setup. That's okay if that works for you. Saltlick, definitely want to finish that out. You just need to get your last 2 levels, so finish your last 2 levels in Saltlick. And Armor Smithy looks fine. On to cooking. Let's see how we're doing. So 110 meals. Oh, my sweet summer child, you're one ladle wonder. Okay, so you need to completely refocus your cooking and actually spend some ladles. The golden, I guess, rule I would like to call it is meal cooking speed per kitchen upgrade levels, and then skill efficiency is what I want you to focus on. So I want you to refocus your cooking and use some ladles. Rippy needs Prisma D Chef? Not really. I mean, for where he's at with his cooking rate, I guarantee you if he uses just enough ladles, he'll be able to get through this immediately. Maybe we'll cry. Hey, as long as you're on the list, we'll get to your account as well. Looks like you're pushing out some shinies. Okay, how is your arena look? 206. Nice. Lab looks good. Rift-wise, done. This is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. And you're nearing the 2,500 threshold. You say same, Cat, but you were the one who did post in our forum. So you did get your review. Tome is fine. It's not a focus for this video. Sailing is good. Divinity still needs some levels for sure. And God rank for sure. So I want you to finish leveling your gods. And I want you to push your God rank to at least 8. That seems to be the average where people stop. Gotta talk to me like a 2-year-old. Well, fun fact, you know we got a YouTube video that does? !AR explains the process in a how-to hand-holdy guide. Gaming looks good. Whole looks interesting. Let's see how we're looking here. 26 is okay. Oh my god, that Den score is abysmal, though. Push your Den score for Obols. Bravery. No, not enough time. Get 24k hours in Bravery. Take a look at your bell. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what your bonus is here in a second. Harp's not too bad. Lamp. Yeah, you haven't even bought any of your Opals at all, so I definitely want you to buy your cheap Lamp Opals. Got distracted. Bruh. Definitely want you to push your Hive layers out. Grotto, same thing. I want you to push your Grotto layers out. Justice definitely needs hours. Get 24k hours in Justice. Jars. Still working on jars. That's okay. True, though. True. Evertree could use some work for sure. Push your Evertree layers out. Let's take a look at Wisdom. For this, I recommend get 10k hours in Wisdom. Take a look at Gambit. I could definitely afford to push these scores in Gambit. Push your Gambit times for better points. Temple, 21. Okay. Engineer's good. Bonuses wise, looks like you're heavily invested here, so you're probably trying to finish up some stuff. Yeah, you're finishing up some of this stuff. Measurement. Some of this cost is still low, but nothing too crazy. And study, you're working on Bell. Yep, ! Discord or whatever the bot posted there. Both work. So I definitely want you to push your Bell study bonus to 30 ASAP. Let's take a look at Slab. Not a huge focus, but you definitely could afford to work on some slab brief freebies. Yeah, a few things in dungeons, a few things on crafting. Looks like you got to do some quests as well. Overall, not too shabby, though. Not going to be a heavy focus for this. Let's take a look at farming. Oh, very minimal crops. Okay. A lot of expense, but very minimal croppage. Not too bad. Okay. Sneaking, you're running tried and true. Love that. Jade Emporium's bought. Beautiful. Mastery. Okay, so you're pushing for Mastery 4. Summoning. You're at draw 7. Okay, so you could definitely afford to... Oh yeah, you could 100% afford to push your endless waves out. I know summoning sucks, so I can understand. Push your summoning endless waves. Beanstalk, yeah, farmable, craftable, farmable. Definitely to farm your golden foods for better beanstalk bonuses. Absolutely. Endless really isn't endless. Cool to know. It's to a point where basically the number scaling gets so ridiculously fucking high, you're not going to be able to really reach the end. Let me put it that way. That's a better way of putting it. 54 on that. And cards. Yeah, you 100% need to push your cards. 100% push your cards to 5-star. But that being said, folks, I have been Will. This has been another IdleOn account review, slightly shorter due to technical fuckery and cats. If you'd like to get an account review yourself, check us out. We're live Tuesdays through Fridays over on Twitch. Or check out our Discord link down below. We got a channel separate. You can go ahead and drop your toolbox link. We'll get to you on stream. Until next time, folks, we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, everybody.